Take any questions to my commanding officer.
Ask my senior officer.
You're entering Ward territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
Easy now. Why are you so nervous?
The swamps can make anyone nervous. Can't you feel it? This place ain't right, I tell you. Now move along. The boys are already on edge.
I'm looking for someone, and he's in there.
There definitely aren't any stalkers here, I'll tell you that much. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be here either. So get lost.
I've got a permit from Colonel Korshunov.
Are we hiring stalkers now, too? Whatever. As long as you can help. Come on in. The commander's in the main building. We've got an infirmary there now.
The emergency is over, Wardens. The threat has been eliminated.
What do you want from me? Let's see. The mold keeps on spreading, and our brains are slowly turning to mush. That's about all the news we've got around here. But that's okay, because we've got plenty of god-awful food to eat. If you're looking for news, head over to Circa. They've got something exciting going on every day. They'll have to shoot you dead for trespassing, though. You done? Good.
A stalker is not your friend, but being polite and attentive is the best strategy when communicating with them. A stalker is not your friend, but being polite and attentive
Take any
is the
questions
best
to my
strategy
commanding
when
officer.
communicating with them.
Anytime. I've been on a dozen of these missions. Some of them could make a decent movie. Too bad I signed an NDA.
Polite and attentive is the best
At
strategy
ease.
when communicating with them.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
A soldier's happiness boils down to a few things. Good grub for one. Then there's comfortable gear from his armor down to his skivvies. And enough ammo. And let me tell you, I've got all those bases covered. Whatever's going on inside their heads, That's the commander's problem. I'm just here to make sure their helmets fit. The zone only knows how to take, because humans don't belong in this place. I wish I had something to show for my time in the service, but no such luck. I can't wait to get out of here.
That it's extremely dangerous to explore anomalies on your own.
Come on in.
Permission to raise spirits?
That it's extremely dangerous.
Soldiers busting his ass,
trying
trying to keep up with stupid orders.
The guy starts whining.
Sir,
I've been on my feet all day.
I've been on my feet all day. I'm
lie
beat.
down and give me 50
Then lie down
sit-ups.
and give me 50 sit-ups on the double.
Wait till you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home base shit. Fucking hilarious.
Circus shifts are a privilege that demand a high level of skill and dedication.
I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative.
Captain, do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. Circa promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc.
Permission to raise spirits? A soldier's
Stuck?
busting his ass trying to
How
keep
did you
up
get
with
in
stupid
here?
orders. The guy starts
One of your
whining.
men is a rat.
One of my men?
Lie down and give me
Bullshit.
50 sit-ups on the double.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put 2 and 2 together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp, just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
Who's Krivenko? Why do you suspect him?
You just saw him. That circa rat. That bozo showed up as soon as my men started hearing things, with papers signed by Dalin himself. And I never even sent a request to Circa. He hasn't done a damn thing in 2 weeks, other than set up his locators to monitor the situation. I trust my soldiers, but not those Circa crooks.
What's the purpose of these antennas?
On paper, to monitor the level of anomalous exposure. As for what they really do, your guess is as good as mine. If not for the papers from Dalin, I'd toss Krivenko into the nearest anomaly myself. Then he can measure the exposure on his own ass till the cows come home.
But being polite and attentive is the best strategy when communicating with them.
I want to talk to Krivenko first.
Go ahead, and don't forget to talk to our quartermaster afterwards. He could spin a whole platoon's worth of briefs out of the wool Krivenko's gonna pull over your eyes.
Permission to raise spirit?
A stalker at Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
Psi signature? What's that?
How can I explain it in a way even a stalker could understand? Let's say it's like your brain's fingerprint. It's not quite a scientific explanation, but it gets the point across.
So what exactly is going on here anyway?
Psi exposure of unidentified origin and power, and unidentified consequences. Unidentified for now, but I'm working on it.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
How would your data help us figure out what's going on?
Don't get me wrong. I could explain everything, of course, but why bother? If you wanted to listen to my lectures, you'd be a scientist, not a stalker. Just bring the data to me, and I'll do what I was sent here to do.
We are allowing schedules that include brief breaks. Please consider when scheduling
Deal.
duty and
I'll get your data.
It's a pleasure working with you, Stalker. Here's a recording device. Tell me if you start feeling unwell. Remember, I'm here to help. Please hurry up and take the readings from my antennas before Captain Senkevich does something very brave and very stupid. Without that Psi signature data, there is no way for me to identify your traitor.
Your life and well-being are our top priority. Therefore, any help
Good luck.
requires a visit to a medical professional. Remember, neglecting any symptoms while in the zone may result in the early termination of your contract. Remember that a sleep-deprived soldier can pose a danger to everyone. Thus, the mandatory sleep requirements will remain unchanged. However, in light of the current event, we are allowing schedules that include brief breaks. Please consider when scheduling duty and patrols.
distract me from the transmission.
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Just don't tell anybody, okay? The air down below is kinda stuffy and dank. Because of the swamps, I guess. Nobody's noticed I'm on my 7th watch in a row up here. Keep a low profile, okay? The air down below is kinda stuffy and dank. Because of the swamps, I guess. Nobody's noticed I'm on my 7th watch in a row up here. Keep a low profile, okay? I'm not telling anyone. And you don't tell anyone about this spot either.
activity should be promptly documented and submitted to Dr. Krivenko. You can find the form and the sample report in the medical file.
Stalker, huh? Haven't seen you around here before. Though, to be fair, I just got assigned here myself. The previous tech ended up under Batalo, so now I'm filling his shoes. I just hope I don't end up like him. Let me know if you need anything. We keep wasting ammo like there is no tomorrow. I have no idea what they are shooting at. Every time I ask, all I get is, there was something creepy out there. Show me what you need tweaked. Watch your hand. I can't fix that.
Anytime. I've been on a dozen of these missions. Some of them could make a decent movie. Too bad I signed an NDA. At ease.
I've been here for 3 years.
When I left for Icarus, I thought it'd be like a vacation. Small, remote garrison, what could go wrong? An encounter with local fauna or food poisoning at worst. Boy, was I wrong. There isn't a single empty bed left in the infirmary. We bring a new patient in every day. I can't remember the last time I got a good night's sleep. Definitely before I got here. So for the time being, you seem to be the most mentally stable one here. But trust me, it won't last long. Circa doesn't give a damn about the ward. The future of all mankind is at stake. The fact that our brains are melting here is no biggie. Here, soldier, take this pill. It'll keep your hands steady. You don't want to drop your rifle, do you? Fucking eggheads. It's not much, but we have all our basic needs covered. Yeah, okay. See you around.
Well, what do you want? The rain here is only half the problem, but the fog, bad enough to fool our thermal seekers. Yesterday I was standing duty at the entrance, and I almost missed a patrol coming back. They weren't even glowing, I swear. Sure, you can go. Well, looks like Krivenko's got himself a new assistant. Those slackers from the Institute sure like to ride other people's coattails.
Permission to raise spirit?
Permission to raise spirits?